forgot and a mistake I made, so I'm going to go ahead and link this video quickly in the description of the last. So the most important thing that I forgot was to hook up to refresh the sky sphere. That didn't seem to be happening, and that I'm not sure what. It's not that I forgot, it's that it's not working, and I don't know why. So I'm going to set it to false. I hope this fixes it. So now it's setting it to true and then immediately to false. It doesn't look like it is. Okay. Let's try this again. I forgot to add a node that updates the sun direction. The material is refreshing, but it's not updating because the sun direction was not changing. So if you felt gypped, I intend on fixing that. And I had a mistake in the math that could mess it up. So first of all, I'll show you that it is indeed working after adding the one node to hook up the sun, and I'll show you what that is in a second. But I set the increment to 120 minute increments, so 2-hour increments. 2 hours, 2 hours. It might be useful to, if the time is between a certain range, dim the sun so that you're not getting any light cast up through your level. And here we go, sunrise. That was a pretty abrupt sunrise. Shadows working. Sun zipping along through the sky. There you have it. So that's that. Alright. Two things that I need to mention. First, I forgot to modulo. What you need to do is when you're setting the old time, you need to set it to the new time, moduloed by the length of the day. Otherwise, your old time is going to get really large, and when you do your math up here, your new time as a result of that, you don't want to modulo anywhere in here, because if you do that, you can end up messing up when, say, you're supposed to be going from whatever 10 minutes before the end of the day to 10 minutes after, if you're doing 20-minute increments, say. Then if you modulo here, it's not going to know what to do when it hits the slurp. So it needs to be the last thing you do when you reset this old time here. You need to do the new time modulo the length of the day, and that will produce the remainder. So for everything under the length of the day, it will produce a 1410. It's going to produce 1410. If you hit 1440, it's going to produce 0, which is good because that's, you want it 1440. You want it to be the first minute or the 0th minute of the next day. The second thing I did is right here I had a lerp. I had an inverse lerp going into the slurp, and I'm not sure why it was not working because it should have been producing a value between 0 and 1. It was not. So what I did instead is I just divided the new time. Since it's 1, I don't have to do any multiplication, but it would be whatever you want to drive this, whatever you want this alpha to be, which is usually between 0 and 1. You do this divided by this times your alpha, and that gives you the correct percentage of a rotation once it's normalized to 360 degrees. So that's that. If you want to do this along another axis, then that is going to require a little bit more math, but generally I think you can, if you change the yaw, you'll get an effect where it goes up along a diagonal, turns around, and then goes back down. You can mess with this to try and get, you know, sidelong, you know, like northern hemisphere long days where the sun rises close to the horizon and stays. You can mess with the yaw there. I think if you plug this into the roll, you get diagonals, but I cannot honestly tell you for sure. Nope, clearly not. Straight up. Anyways, so that's what you need to know there. To get that sun following, I'll show you that level blueprint. It's this right here. Update sun direction. And then you refresh the material. You want to refresh after you update the sun direction because it refreshes it based on the sun direction. And the sun and this node already knows, it's already set up to get the rotation from whatever the light actor on your sky sphere. It has a light actor selected again. It gets the rotation from that and it updates the sun's position based on that rotation. So that's all set up for you in Engine. That makes doing day-night cycles really easy. I apologize for the mistakes. This video should correct those though. Alright. Avia say and good night.